Okay, this is Rebecca with the Cat and Rebecca Show, Keep It Real Estate, and today we're with Brian Aguero and the Galante Group and Ticor Title. And I know that in the process we have so many moving parts that Brian never really gets to talk to the clients, and I'm sure they're all curious. What exactly is title?
Yes, well, thanks for having me, Rebecca. Title insurance is like any kind of insurance. It's protecting you from risks as a homeowner. There's three components to title insurance. The first one is to assure that we're dealing with the interest and the rights to the property. So we verify the homeowner, we verify the legal description, making sure that that's the right home that we're dealing with in the transaction. The second component is to ensure a smooth transition of home ownership. And with the new homeowner, we also protect any future claims on the property.
So that's on the seller side, that the seller has clear title, or at least a title that they're going to present to the buyer, that they can now own the home, and there's nothing from the past that'll affect the new buyer on the ownership of that property. And on that, typically in Southern California, we have a seller that pays for that clear title. So when you buy, it's paid by the seller, and then when you sell, you typically pay. But with all transactions, they're not all the same, so it depends on how your contract's written or what negotiations you have. But the next question would be, there's sometimes title charges when a buyer comes in and they think that the title charge in the contract is related to their loan. So now there are charges from title on a sheet to a buyer, and what are those charges?
Yeah, so there's typically two policies. There's a seller side policy, which what we covered, it ensures the transfer of ownership and presenting clean title to the new homeowner. And then there's a buyer side policy, which protects the lender. If the buyer is using a mortgage to purchase the home, the lender has vested interest in that property. So in case the homeowner defaults on the mortgage, then the bank can take ownership of that property through foreclosure.
Now, every home that's transfers title will need a title person to transfer and record that. I'm just thinking of a for sale by owner,
Sure.
so that they could come to you and say, "Hey, Brian, I need you to do this for my buyer." So you can help a for sale by owner as well.
Yes, that's correct. And the reason why that's so important is because throughout that process and trying to present clean title to the new homeowner, a title insurance company will go through a verification process to see if there are any liens or judgments that could cloud title. And if we do find some, then we take the necessary steps to clear that up.
Okay, and probably the most exciting part for me with having a relationship with someone with a title company is that I go ahead and put everything into escrow, and at the end you receive the funds from the lender. It's all there, and escrow lets me know, oh, we're set to record. Well, when they say set to record, it goes over to the title company to record with the county, and I let Brian know, hey, I have this recording set up, please let me know. And once it's confirmed, I get the phone call and get to say, guess what, we're done. You're either the lucky seller or the lucky buyer. So it's always good too, if you have a relationship, if you're a for sale by owner, to also have that relationship with the title person, because they're the first ones to know when it closes at recording.
Definitely. It's definitely exciting to share that news with some of my clients, and even a for sale by owner. We do have some in-house recording services that we can take advantage of to make sure that the transaction is closed.
So if you need any help with title and transfer of and title insurance, happy to get you Brian's information. Otherwise, till the next show, this is Rebecca with Keep It Real Estate.
Take care. Thanks for having me.